Good morning. It's a late day today, so back home, and I just wanted to start the video off with the AA Daily Reflection. It is April 17th, Love and Fear as Opposites. All these failings generate fear, a soul sickness in its own right. That's from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 49. Here's the reflection. Fear knocked at the door. Faith answered. No one was there. I don't know to whom this quote should be attributed, but it certainly indicates very clearly that fear is an illusion. I create the illusion myself. I experienced fear early in my life, and I mistakenly thought that the mere presence of it made me a coward. I didn't know that one of the definitions of courage is the willingness to do the right thing in spite of fear. Courage, then, is not necessarily the absence of fear. During the times I didn't have love in my life, I most assuredly had fear. To fear God is to be afraid of joy. In looking back, I realize that during the times I feared God most, there was no joy in my life. As I learned not to fear God, I also learned to experience joy. I am shaking right now, which is weird. I think I've just had too much caffeine, a lot of coffee, on an empty stomach. So I'm going to read a little bit of it back. I didn't know that one of the definitions of courage is the willingness to do the right thing in spite of fear. I recently have questioned, as I find God and I start going to church, reading the Bible, and trying to understand my relationship with Him, what His purpose is for me, and how I can carry God's will out on a daily basis, multiple times in the day. Just how can I carry God's will out in my life, and how can I fulfill God's purpose for me? The willingness to do the right thing in spite of fear. It's walking through that fear I have instead of taking the easier path and choosing to look away from it. Fear of being vulnerable to people on the fucking internet. Fear of looking at my past and dealing with my trauma surrounding my family. I did that recently, and it wasn't like, there's so much. I didn't look at everything, but I looked at some of the big stuff that was kind of the starting point. And it hurt. It was an emotional day. It was kind of crazy. I locked my keys in the car that day. I had a long drive, like 2.5 hours. I was crying on the drive listening to this podcast, and I didn't feel, they weren't tears of sadness, they were tears of joy. To fear God is to be afraid of joy. As I learned not to fear God, I also learned to experience joy. Those moments in the car, I was listening to the podcast, I paused it and I started praying. Not really, I wouldn't even say I was praying. I was just talking to God and thanking Him because I have so much gratitude. I am overflowing with gratitude and joy and experiencing life to its fullest. Like, I'm considering going to college, something that I thought I would never do. Back in high school, I was like, college, school sucks, school isn't for me. I don't want to go to college. I don't need to go to college. I'm going to make things work. And I'm at a weird point in my life where I want to be a career firefighter, but I also want to go on this path. And then I also want to do this. Like, how can I bring both of those things together to do one difficult path? And I think that's one thing that I've also learned is taking the difficult road is never ending. I'm going to continue to hit forks in the road where I have an easy path or a difficult path. And for me, walking through that fear, taking that difficult path is bringing me closer to God, because I need God to walk with me and carry me when I can't walk myself. There's that, oh gosh, I don't remember what it is, but somebody's walking on the beach. It's footsteps in the sand, I think, or something, but someone's walking on the beach. I think it's a dream. I don't remember. And he only sees one set of footprints, and he's talking to God, and he's asking God, like, if you're with me the entire time, why is there only one set of footprints? And God replies, that's when I carried you. Fuck. I don't know why. I just like, my eyes are starting to water. I know why. It's a powerful, it's again, like, I'm just so full of gratitude that I have a relationship with God, that I'm able to enjoy life free of alcohol and drugs, free of resentment. I don't want to say free of fear, because I'm still very scared. But I have a willingness to face those fears, to walk through them. And it's really cool that there are so many different people, so many different experiences, and everybody has different, I don't even want to say different amounts of courage. Everyone has the courage to change their life. It's just whether or not they have the willingness. And I certainly don't always have the willingness. Like, in my past, I haven't always wanted to change. Or maybe I have wanted to change, but I was drinking and I was just trying to push everything down, and I no longer want to do that. I just want to feel however I'm feeling in the present moment, no matter how scary my emotions might be. I can't believe I'm going to upload this to YouTube. Like, that's fucking, I'm being so vulnerable right now, and yeah, I love what I'm doing right now, and I love you guys that watch, and I love you that comment, whether it's positive or hate, both are awesome. I love both of them. The positive comments shows me that I am making an impact. The negative comments gives me the opportunity to still be positive and spread love. So I hope you enjoy this workout. I really don't know how this is going to go, but I'm super stoked on it. I've had too much coffee, and so I'm a little scared to do some deadlifts, but hopefully I'll be okay. All right, bye. 205-pound deadlift. See how many reps I get, and then second set, that'll be my goal. With deadlifts, even if I have more in the tank, as soon as I feel my form deteriorating, and the last two wasn't the best, but I'm really happy with that set. So that's actually, I've progressed. I'm out of breath. I was having a little bit of pain in my left leg with landmine lunges, so I'm going to do some light squats. I'm not going to push these too intensely, but just to get my legs moving. And for whatever reason, squats, I'm not having any pain, but maybe it's just, I really don't know. But I know I haven't recovered. I've done 11 miles with very little recovery in between. So I did 6 miles and then it was like 2 days of rest, 5 miles, and now it's not even been 48 hours since then. So I think my bones are just stressed. It's kind of difficult to balance because the ground is so uneven. I tried to find the best spot to stand, but as the reps were getting more difficult, it was getting more difficult to balance. So kind of a weird leg day I'm having. It's very important to know the difference between pain and discomfort. I know what I'm feeling is pain, unfortunately based off experience. And so I'm going to focus on my posterior chain. So I did deadlifts. I'm going to do some hyper extensions. And then I think I'm going to do trap bar shrugs and neck extensions and then call it. I want to do some, like, really focus on low impact cardio today. Just try and let my body recover. This is an excellent reminder for, when I say make it a great day or not, the choice is yours, that this workout isn't going as planned, and it's not, I was like, oh, I'm going to have a great day, I'm going to deadlift, I'm going to do this, and that. Plans change, and I'm still getting a lot out of this workout, even though I'm not getting as much as I had hoped. Still making it great. Just continue to be positive. It's basically what I've said all day. Anyways, I've done a lot of talking. I'm going to do another set of hypers, and I was going to superset it with the shrugs, but I'm enjoying my time out here, so I'm not supersetting it. Although I might do an extra set of hyperextensions just because I feel like it. Oh, and I'm also doing, so 25 pounds like I did my first set, I'm going to do 35 pounds because I did not, I pushed myself, but I was like, definitely had a lot more to take. So, yeah. I'm really enjoying those. I'm going to start incorporating them into my leg days. I haven't done them in years. And then I finally was like, you know what, I'm just going to set it up. I normally don't because it's time consuming, and you got, for me, I'm like, oh, I got to be perfect positioning. But one thing I really like to do with those is actually flex my spine. I try to keep my neck neutral and not like, and my chin tucked, so I'm not extending my neck at all. Just because I've dealt with a neck injury, and so trying to mitigate that. So I'll flex my spine, and then I think for like the first half of those reps, I forgot to hyperextend, and then I was so focused on the flexion aspect and keeping my neck neutral that I forgot to extend. But you know, I'm relearning the exercise, so it's not going to be perfect. And that's okay. And having fun and figuring it out is part of the experience of weightlifting. I think that's something that having a home gym really allows as well, because I mean, in a commercial gym, I was always scared to try new things. You know, scared to look like an idiot. I was also a lot younger then, a different time of my life. I think now, today, if I walked into a commercial gym, I wouldn't care. Just because walking through that fear and looking like an idiot is part of the process of starting something new. I was lightweight, just my main focus on my form. Try to target the back, upper traps, and have my shoulders back instead of just lifting my shoulders and having them roll forward. Because normally how I just stand, but actually I work on my posture. So focusing on technique. I went with a lighter weight, just mainly focus on my form. Trying to target the back, upper traps, and having my shoulders back instead of just lifting my shoulders and having them roll forward, which is normally how I just stand, but actually trying to work on my posture. So focusing on technique. I'm on my post-meal walk. I forgot to record what it was, but it was a massive quesadilla. So macros are on the screen. I'll kind of break it down really quick. Turkey bacon, eggs, egg whites, green bell peppers, onion, and a tortilla. I wish I had done less protein, less insides of the quesadilla, and done 2 quesadillas, so more carbs for the second tortilla. But I wasn't really paying attention to the macros or the nutrition information. I was just throwing stuff in the pan, and then it was kind of like, oh shit, this is a big meal. But sometimes that happens. So I'm going on a little bit longer of a walk, trying to get 3 miles in, and I actually have to stop because there's a landslide. But I'll show you the view. It's actually a great place to kind of just chill for a second. I don't know if you can see the snow. Yeah, good. Yeah, I was going to incorporate me at the gym, but I don't think I will, mainly because I'm going to use the gym's Wi-Fi to upload this video, and I'm also going to use that time to veg out and either watch an anime or a podcast. So that's one thing that I love about stationary bikes. I don't love that gym that I have to go to. It's just it fucking sucks. It's white walled. The bike is in the upstairs room where there's no windows, and it's stuffy. It's just it sucks. Like, why would I go? Why would I want to go be in there when I can be out here? Ah, fuck. And I have to drive there, which is like a 20-minute drive. If you can lessen the amount of resistance that you have to exercising, you're going to be way more consistent. There's a lot of reasons why I have a home gym, but they all can trace back to lessening that resistance. And it's what has helped me fall in love with exercise. If I had to go to a commercial gym all the time, or not even a commercial gym, but just a gym around a bunch of other people with the way it's set up, it just pisses me off. Like, when you hop on the treadmill, you're facing a white wall and a TV screen, but behind you is this massive picturesque window with a mountain view, and it's like, why am I not facing the outdoors? It makes no sense. It's like, why do we have seasonal depression? Oh, because we face white walls and TV screens. Honestly, if the treadmill faced the other way, because that's when I use the treadmill, is in the winter time when there's too much snow on the ground and I can't go on a run. But I would still love to enjoy the view. It's like, why did I move out here? It's because I love the outdoors. Why did any of us move out here or choose to stay out here? It's because we love the outdoors. Anyways, that was a bit of a rant. I totally forgot what I was really talking about. It's kind of funny that I was ranting about that, but the reason I wanted to go to the gym was to veg out, to watch an anime or a podcast. But honestly, right now, how I'm feeling is, let's just get as many steps in as I can and screw the gym. Like, oh, so the reason I was going to go to the gym and cycle is because of my tibia stress. But as long as I stay on flat ground, I'm okay. So focusing on that, I'll probably just do this trail like all day and maybe fuck around and go mess around. I need to stop swearing. Go mess around and walk some other ones. But yesterday, I don't know, you can't really see it, but up there, like way up there, there's this hill, and then it kind of flattens out, and then it goes up. I walked up that, and that's when my tibia, like, definitely was, like, it was telling me to stop, or to slow down, and I just pushed through, and it kind of screwed me up for today. So I won't be going back on that trail, but as long as I stay on flat ground, I'll be good. Anyways, this is way longer of a closeout than I meant to do. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Stay positive and get outside.